We go 9, 8, 7. So welcome back to Level Up TV for map 2 of Unknown versus Deliberate Murder. ClanBase EuroCup 26 quarter final. It's 1-0 to Deliberate Murder after humiliating Unknown on that first map. Can they do it again, or will Unknown turn this around for...
Well, we'll have to see, won't we? It's certainly a map to forget for Unknown on Dreadful Plays first up. Just forget that, put it out of your mind completely and focus on actually getting yourself into this series now on Purgatory.
They have brought in a super sub in the name of Deus, so that could have a positive impact on the Unknown team. He's a big game player.
He doesn't rely on practice either. He always manages to pull out a good performance regardless, so they're going to need that from him today.
Yeah, they certainly are, as we follow Gerpa in the underground area. Leading up to the first power-ups, this is where it really went wrong for Unknown on that first map. The first power-ups is where they went behind and they never really got back from that point. Looks like they're focusing on quad now after Gerpa's failed exchange in the battlesuit. Although it looks like they might actually lose out on both power-ups here. Pavel picking up the battlesuit and Ikid's picking up the quad, and this is something.
Can you think of a worse start?
Yeah, throughout the whole season so far, the team that's getting the power-ups is the team that we've seen victorious more often than not. Well, in fact, every single game, but that's not a great start for Unknown, and already just carrying on where they left off. Our Deliberate Murder.
Well, this quad hasn't amounted to anything really, but you could see the problem was, you know, they decided to go to quad with 3 Unknown, but they were up against 3 Deliberate Murder players as well, and they obviously lost out in the battle. Gerpa lost his battle against Pavel at suit, and that was it, double power-up.
Both teams, though, were prepared for both power-ups, and it was the first one, which is pretty unusual, actually. Usually it's like a lucky grab for one end of them or something, but they were really prepared for that.
Yep. That's a very nice start to the game.
Following our British boy, Deus, inside this red room, just waiting around. Not dealing out any damage, though. Let's frag on Immortal. Doesn't quite know which direction to look. It's some good rockets going at the bounce, but always risky. Doing nice
really
shotgun damage.
As his teammates fighting with him, though, makes all the difference.
Yeah.
He's not the only source of damage output, so the kills will come much easier, of course.
Whoa, does just get caught out as he goes round for that 50. Did take it away from Fortune, who I think was looking for it himself. They were trying to set up that battlesuit, though, and we see that 102 are the guys moving in for that now. Gerpa takes a heavy rocket. I think that's time just to back off. Well, they're still making an attack on this one. Battlesuit is up on its spot. I think he's trying to bait it out. Wins has picked up the quad, though. Pavel dispatched. Fortune does come out with the battlesuit. Only 8 health.
Yeah, can't afford to go up against Wins.
Oh, there is the quad. He actually gets the frag on him.
That's so unfortunate for Wins, I mean. And so fortunate for Fortune because, you know, going into a battle, Wins had the lightning gun. As soon as he opened up on Fortune, Fortune would have been dead.
Yeah, Dude's doing quite a decent amount of damage, just pushing back the battlesuit. They had to back out of that fight. Toxic's the direct rocket. Not enough to really stop the battlesuit in its tracks, though. He can just wait in here for this red. Didn't take any damage before he picked. He so comfortably takes out Deuce and then wins, I mean.
And there's the ridiculous spawn system we have in this game. Deuce dies in the red armor, he spawns in the red armor.
Tox taking so much damage over that rail position. Look at the weapons that Tox has, but 2 health. Passes off a weapon to his teammate, but he has got that lightning gun. Oh, just dropped that in the right time, but Ikid's just picking up a lot of damage with that rail shot right after the kill.
Deuce had to back off. His teammate Tox was with him, died, but Deuce at least was able to get away.
So Deuce just caught inside this quad area. Trying to work his way back towards the red side. He's being caught out coming through that teleport, or maybe should have read the situation a little better before diving through. Immortal is absolutely tanked. Double stack in red. He's got a lightning gun with almost a full clip of ammo here as well, and he's going to grab the mega. He's going to be pretty much
Yeah, it'd be
set
interesting
for the
to see
power
what
up.
they do here. I mean, he's so stacked he could attempt to take on Unknown at whatever power up they're setting up for. His teammates can just take quad.
They've only really got machine guns. He's dealt with all of them. Fortune, grab it, that is insane.
Well played though. I mean, he had the stack to pull that off, and his team just took the quad while he did that.
He did. It was a 2-2 split as well, I mean, he had a teammate in support there, just stopping them all focusing on him. But they just couldn't take him out, and the thing is, they all had just machine gun for.
Yeah, nothing they could have done. I mean, even if they're hitting good machine gun percentages, which, you know, you'd expect they were.
Yeah. There's Immortal taking the frag out on Tox. Straight off the spawn again, Tox. They just mop up so many of these spawn kills, 102. They're so efficient. They look so switched on for this match. It's insane, and already, you know, they're closing on 30 frags. Advantage is just carrying on from where they left off on the first map.
Indeed.
The pace at which they play it is so much faster than Unknown. They look at ease around the map. They just race around it. They make the right choices so quickly.
Yeah, and so far,
a bit tentative.
Exactly, and so far on this map, Unknown have had 10 seconds of a quad, nothing else. Against 30 seconds of quad and 54 seconds of suit disc, so those power-ups are so important, and so far, you know, Unknown haven't even been involved with the power-ups pretty much.
Now following wins. Well, not for long as we're back on Icards. Grab himself a Mega, pretty much unchallenged. Now Plasma to his name. It's now, what, 25 frags the margin, 26, yeah. And he's got a rail. And looks pretty comfortable in the area he's playing. This is a key area of the map. He's actually even got support from Fortune right before the quad. Going to grab himself that one. Immortal Battlesuit. It's a double power up again.
Yeah, and did it look like there was much pressure on either pickup? I'd have to say no.
Did it?
Just,
I have to say, Bort, did it look like any of Unknown could have put pressure on? Did they have any weapons?
perhaps not.
And then, I think we're in, again, they've got that position where they are dominating the map, and Unknown just don't know how to counter it. And this is the problem. If you're not practiced as a team, you do not know how to get out of these situations.
Yeah, I mean, the way they're playing, the only way they'll break this momentum is just some individual brilliance. You know, someone has to hit all their shots, pick up some kills, and that might help them try and get back into this.
Tox and Deuce just combining there, the Plasma and then the rail finished by Deuce. He is joining up with his teammates across the map. Misses what's for him a really easy rail shot.
Standard rail shot for Deuce. He's at that level of health where, you know, he has weapons that are useful and he just doesn't want to die. It's kind of out of the action.
Yeah, just trying to secure this rail gun, but has to back off for his health. Got the shards, and now in a bit more of an attacking position with what he's managed to gather in, but I don't think his teammates have anything better than just what he's got in terms of health. Oh, wow, it's a tight rail shot by Icards. Does take out Deuce, drops him behind, and he's the cause of both of those Unknown players' deaths. Icards does such a good job at just diving into those positions and causing mayhem. Gerber trying to hit his rockets. Does actually get one frag out of that. Is he going to get the frag on Fortune? Oh, does a decent job. Already though, we're looking at this quad and the difference is 40 frags basically. Deuce eventually, Unknown getting a power up, and Deuce has got a rail to use. He has got Plasma and a rocket. And did he take out the quad there? That was the quad, wasn't it?
No, I don't think it was.
Okay, he does get a couple of frags there, Deuce, though, surviving out with a battlesuit. Let's see what else he can do. Just twitching, looking around. No, it wasn't the quad. He does eventually frag the quad. This is a good run. It's about as good as he could do, anyway.
That was just about their first run of the game.
He realises he's got plasma. Yeah. The substitute Deuce. Gonna a fairly nice run with the battlesuit. It's not really enough to bring anything back though. Well, I mean, I kind of brought back about 10 frags actually, but well, actually, I mean, if they can do that a few more times they can really reel it in.
Well, that was the first power-up run they've had.
What?
It's made a difference.
Great railing by your kids. He's got 8 health and he's just dealt out 160 damage. Unreturned. And you can see how confident he is. 8 health and he's cruising about with a rail out.
Impressive.
5th impressive there, takes out Tox. Oh my god, his railing is really, really very impressive. Catches out Gerpa. That is superb rocket play.
It just looks so easy for him to do it as well. You know, it's a really stylish looking frag and he just does it so comfortably.
Power-ups will be up anytime soon. Immortal again. They've made sure, Deliberate Murder, they have a stacked player on that power-up. It's a double power-up again. Pavel with the quad, Immortal with the battlesuit.
No one can really challenge him. I mean, he's free to run about. Anywhere he wants to go, anyone who challenges him will go down.
There you go, wins off the spawn. Gonna plush up his ammo with the rockets. It's almost a 50 frag margin. 80 frag margin would hit the mercy limit, and it's a distinct possibility. We thought it was possible on the first map, but I don't know, this one seems like it's going even more towards that direction.
Yeah, just over the halfway point. 12th minute coming up. 51 frag lead. They look in absolute full control as well. I mean, every time we see Immortal in a battle, he's just against a machine gunner. He's never up against someone with a weapon.
Astonishing play, really, from Deliberate Murder that they can really do this to any team. Never mind this set of players. Fortune dropping in, grabbing that red, catches out his opponent moving underground. I feel like they're proving a point here, for they had a bad start to this season. Unknown people questioning them, including us, about their focus, their motivation, you know, their skill maybe, if they've been practicing. I don't know, just questioning them, and I don't know. This is this is like showing everybody this is what we can do.
Well, this is what we expect in some ways. I mean, they're coming up against a team that is clearly not totally motivated to perform at their best in this competition, and they're making them, you know, they're punishing them for it.
Dickhead's picking up the quad there. The battlesuit was also in the hands of 102. So many power-ups dropped that you have to say, you know, that is a massive contributing factor to Unknown being completely out of this and outplayed so badly. But I have to say, it's not all down to Unknown just not turning up. The fact is they've had nothing to challenge those power-ups with.
Yeah, because I think the 102 that we saw early on in this EuroCup season, they might have struggled against Unknown, you know, way they were playing in some of their earlier games.
Yeah, I think it definitely would have been closer, but now they are not giving Unknown any opportunity to settle, any respite from the constant attrition, just dealing out that damage at all times. I mean, an Unknown player, they try to swap a gun and Pavel's in there killing them.
There's no opportunity for any, you know, any chance to come back into this. You know, any opportunity that they get is instantly crushed.
Ruthless display.
Absolutely.
It's now around a 60 frag margin. Sorry, it isn't, is it? Yeah. It's almost
2 frags away from mercy
yeah,
limit.
it's almost mercy limit. I was thinking mercy limit was 60 frags. And I have to say they're gonna hit it, aren't they? It's gonna
That's
take...
inevitable.
Yeah.
At this point, even if they need the next set of power-ups to do it, it will happen.
Because I just can't see the play turning around. I mean, Deuce is trying to rush around, do as much damage as you can. I don't know. It's not really... There's no real opportunity for him. He's got no armor. He doesn't really have the weapons often. They're not working together as a team. It's just individuals running around his Gerpa with the quad. Can he stop them hitting this mercy limit? And he does pick up one frag against Pavel with the plasma. As he spotted the battlesuit there, he has. Nice bit of LG. That's too late.
Wow. Absolute crushing defeat for Unknown. I mean, the first map, you thought that was uncompetitive. How about that Purgatory? A map that, you know, we've seen in the past isn't necessarily the strongest map for deliberate murder, but an 80 frag margin of victory against some of the best individual players we've ever seen in Quake.